All right, what is up, fellow streamers? If you I basically recently paid someone to make a very niche program that I needed as a streamer, and it might help some of you guys if you're a streamer as well. So I'll describe the problem to you that I was having, so you can decide basically if this would be helpful to you. So you can see I'll use an example from the beta I had recently. Basically, us streamers, when we capture our Discord, usually we're capturing like a full window like this, and you can see that for one, there's all this black here, and that's kind of, I don't know, ugly. I kind of prefer if I could have my own custom background, right? And for two, a lot of times we'll crop off the edges, but then if someone joins, it changes the layout, and now someone's camera is half cut off, and you have to adjust it really quickly. And you can also see later in the video, sometimes because I'm ADHD brained, I'll have my setup kind of like this, where this it debates in the top right corner, and it's kind of, again, ugly to have all this black here. And secondly, if I try to key out this black, because OBS has an option to just color key out this black, well, what'll end up happening is you key out a lot of other stuff in people's cameras too. Like here, I'd be keying out even this American flag back here, which is technically blue. It would key out that as well, because black is obviously a very common color for people to have in their background, and this black is literally just the darkest black that that's available. I think it's like FFF or whatever. That might be white. It might be 00000 or whatever. So anytime a webcam is basically trying to depict the darkest color it can see, it'll end up being the exact same color as this. And even if you key out only one specific color, that being this black, it'll end up keying out people's webcams too. So ideally, what you would want is some type of program that would turn, say, the background of it green, or some other color that it's you're able to key out, and you can turn it to one specific color. That way, that color is very unlikely to show up in someone's background, and you can change it to whatever color you want. By the way, so if for whatever reason this very specific green shows up in someone's background, you're able to key it out, and ideally you should be able to pop it out too. And then it's a little bit more work for popping it out, but you can see I can change the pop out as well. So what this allows you to do is, for example, if I turn, my window capture on real quick, you can see it very easily. It's keying out, everything, and I can have my nice custom background. Or when I do my ADHD brain debates, if someone joins the call, everything's not gonna, freak out and mess up, and I'm not gonna have to adjust the crop or anything, because all I'm doing is just keying out the background color, right? I mean, you can see, let me just go into the filters real quick, and if I change, or if I disable this real quick, you can see, look at how ugly that is. Look at how ugly. And then if I, do this, you can see it's very cool. The first thing you're gonna need is Vencord. Vencord is just a plugin for Discord, basically. Nothing too complicated. Literally, you just hit download here. You download the installer, and it'll basically do 90% of the work for you. Literally, all you have to do is close Discord, run this installer, hit install. It'll automatically do everything for you. And next time you open Discord, basically nothing will have changed. It doesn't do anything to your Discord you don't want it to do. The relevant thing that it will change is when you go into settings, you will see under Vencord, you'll see this new Vencord thing, and you can click on Vencord. And right here, there is a edit quick CSS option. This is what you want to click. And all you need to do is, I'll have this code and link in the description. This first line here, all it does is, all you have to do is copy these first two lines here, and then all you'll do is you paste it in there, and then boom, you'll have, whenever you join a VC, the background color will be basically, it'll be this green by default. You can change it, like I said. If you go to the quick CSS thing, basically this RGB value is what you'll have to change. It's pretty easy to, look up RGB color picker, and I mean, even Google has one here. But I mean, you can just use this. Basically, choose any color you want, and it gives you the values that you'll input into the section. So if I want, say, let's say I want a half intensity red, I can make this 0, and the red is, the first one. So I'll make this 128, 255 is the most intense you can get or whatever. So 128 is basically half that. And you'll see now when I click on my thing, it'll be this this red, right? So now if you pop it out, you'll notice this is still black, all right? This involves a teeny bit more work. All you have to do, you have to do a keyboard combination, Control-Shift-I. You're going to have to, it'll probably be in Elements by default. You have to go click in console. You have to type the command, allow pasting, which just allows you to copy and paste shit. Either A, it's giving me an error because I've already done it. And then you'll go here, and the second longer piece of code that I have in the description here will be what you paste here. You paste it, you hit enter, and boom. You notice here, I have it set to aquamarine. That's just the best color I've found for this, which for something I'll explain in a second. If you want to change these colors, just know this RGB value here does not do shit. Don't change it. What you have to change is these colors up here. This gradient from to bottom, aquamarine. You can change it. You can look up different names for these. Not like every single color identifier will work. You have to look up like CSS. Look up CSS color codes or something. If you look up CSS color names, you see this has a list of every color name and what they'll be. See, I have mine as aquamarine or whatever, which is this. And then, thankfully, you don't have to do that every time. All you have to do next time when you pop out this thing is you hit Control-Shift-I, and you just hit the up arrow on your keyboard, the up arrow, and it'll automatically type in the last thing you had, and you just hit enter again, and boom, you're done. So, the other important thing to mention, okay? Hopefully you understand what's happening. If I turn off this one, you'll see this green, this green is here. So when you go to key it out, what you want to do, you want to have a color key. Don't use a chroma key. Usually for green stuff, you'd use a chroma key. But here, it's more useful if we key out one very specific color of green, right? Because it's very unlikely that this color will ever actually show up in someone's webcam. And then we're just going to go to custom color, hit select color, pick screen color, and then you'll just click on any of the green here, hit OK, and boom, all the green is gone. And again, like I said, I'll turn the similarity all the way down to 1 and to smooth this all the way down to 1. That's going to key out literally only like this one specific color. So it's almost never going to show up on someone's webcam. And if it does, again, just change the color and then repeat the process with the specific color that you chose. Now, annoyingly, when you pop it out, right? We'll pop this out. Ignore that my rules are partially made from gay porn. When we pop this out and run the code, I have the color filter turned on. We go here. Let me delete the redundant color create. Annoyingly, you want to do the same thing for this one, but you'll have to turn the similarity up. You'll notice if I turn the similarity down to, 1, like I had it before, for whatever reason, when you pop it out on Discord, it's not all one exact color. You'll notice a lot of it's that one color, but some of it is a different color, so it's kind of got this grid effect going on. And what I found most useful is just to turn the similarity up to 4. You can see every time it gets a little bit more, and 4 gets, as far as I can tell, literally all of it. And it's very unlikely that even, the range of these 4 colors is going to show up in someone's webcam. And again, you can just simply change it to whatever you want, right? So that's useful. If you guys feel like that's useful to you, I'll have all the code you need to copy and paste in the description below. I'll have Vencord linked below. Don't know if it'll be useful to you. One last thing. Sometimes it does look better, by the way, if you, instead of having it horizontally laid out, like when it's just like you and another person, I feel like it looks better if you just make this take up half your screen. So like Windows automatically just has like things to snap to half your screen. That's what I'm doing this other monitor over here. It looks better sometimes when it's vertically laid out. Like what I have it like this. So like I can have my own webcam and somebody else's webcam beneath me, and I think that looks pretty good. And again, what's beautiful about it, it won't break. It won't break when someone else joins the call. Your cropping will still be, you don't need to crop or change anything because you're just capturing the Discord window and keying out the background. Anyway, if you guys think that's helpful, all the shit you need, all the code you need to copy and paste is in the description, all that jazz. Vencord in the description. Again, Vencord is not going to do anything to your Discord you don't want to do. It's going to look the same and everything. Yeah, this is completely free, but Streamlabs link, or the Streamlabs donation link will also be below. I did pay some Indian dude like $40 to do this for like 6 lines of code. So if you find it useful, donations would be cool as well. Anyway, thanks. See you guys.